Hello, hello. I've been talking to Instagram, but I had not been talking to Facebook this whole time. That's so crazy. Hello. Hi. Oh, I'm seeing some of my peoples. Yeah, so we do. We love nonprofits. And so if you're getting on, the conversation that we've had on Instagram for this length of time has been about Giving Tuesday. So I'm going to get in this comment space. You guys can comment. I can read your comments as well if you have any questions. But I am now just giving you guys a little bit of what we're doing. Not only are we getting the opportunity to go across, I want you to know what we did with the Giving Tuesday funds from last year. Last year we did Giving Tuesday and it was successful, and I'm so excited. But that was the only real fundraiser that we really did outside, when it comes to the foundation, was that Giving Tuesday. And we've been able to go to 7 different states this year in 2023. We'll be doing our final one in Miami on December the 9th. And what we're doing is we're taking 200 plus. I want to say plus because I'm telling you, we get more girls every time. I think Chicago, we're at 400. But we take these girls, we place them in a safe space. We partner with amazing, amazing therapists, professional women, people that we know will pour into these girls and give it and tell it like it is. So we have these panel discussions, workshops. This empowerment conference is pretty amazing. And so we do this in every one of the states. So this year, hand clap for New York. You guys did amazing. We did amazing, amazing stuff in New York. We went to St. John University. So we focus on their now and we focus on their next, right? We went to St. John University. So most times it's in the university space. Where did we go? We went to Norfolk, Virginia. Whoop, whoop, for the team that went there this year. We also went to, of course, Chicago, Illinois, which is my hometown. We went and did our conference there. We went to Utah. Yes, that was one of our conference, our kickoff conference on last year. Went to Utah. We went to Jackson, Mississippi. So in Utah, we was at Salt Lake, SLU, Salt Lake University, and in Jackson, Mississippi, we was at Jackson State University. And in Chicago, we was at Governor State University. So every one of these conferences in the university, because we like to make sure that we're sowing the seed in the girl's heart on what's next, right? And so in these classes, unless you've had some conversations with some girls before, these classes are really intense. And sometimes there are some that's fun, but for the most part, if you ever try to have a conversation with a girl about their self-esteem, about how they feel about themselves, what we're finding in these different cities is, guess what? These girls are being able to respond and do well. So for my Facebookers, I am literally on to tell you guys that we've started and we're kicking off. What we have is our Giving Tuesday. So Giving Tuesday, Pastor Harris, I'm going to need you to say yes. I'll get on board with you, Tregill, and I'll make sure my village take 10 of your girls, or one. It doesn't matter, Pastor. Honestly, I am truly just believing God that here's what I'm believing God, that 2,000 will be sponsored by the end of this year. 2,000 girls will be sponsored by the end of this year. Here's where I'm going this year. Let me give you my list of the communities that I'm going to. This is why I call it a village keeper opportunity. The village keeper opportunity for you is to know that you are at least helping the village. This is what I'm telling you. If you get into some of these rooms, you can tell that these girls, unfortunately, would never been able to even pay for a conference like this, but we make sure that they are for free, no charge at all to them. We make sure that they get all of everything they need in these conferences. It's an empowerment conference. Most of us women, we go to them all the time. We are so encouraged when we leave them. But my thoughts when I left one day was that, why not? Why aren't we feeding this information to those girls? Why aren't they getting the information as well? And I just thought about little Tregill. Little Tregill wished she had this information. Guys, there's a new book that I am a part of, and I wrote a chapter in this book about my childhood life and why America's Big Sister is so important to me. And it's all because for me, I was those little girls, and it's my I tell people all the time, you can take it's you. It's on you. So to sponsor one girl is $65. And to do a village, again, that's 10 girls, which is 650, right? And so what we're asking is for people to come together and say, hey, I'll ask my village to give for Giving Tuesday, and I'll ask my church to give. Pastor here, I'm not putting you on the spot, but you can ask your ministry to give for Giving Tuesday and say who we're going to adopt this year for Giving Tuesday, since that's a thing. I'm telling you, is America's Big Sister Foundation, who in Chicago 2024 will be back and will be at Chicago State University. We'll be able to triple our numbers. We're looking to triple our numbers in Chicago. So I'm giving y'all the schedule. This is hot off the press. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Pastor Harris. You got 20. Let's go. Guys, if you're getting on, I just seen Dr. I just got on. I know you normally sponsor friends, so I'm looking 10 girls. Listen, I need 10 girls from you, Doc. Or if you want to do 20, I know how it is. You always bless the ministry of America's Big Sister. So if you did 20, that's 1,300. Let's go. So the next city we're going to be in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know about you, but those girls in Detroit need us there. And here's not only the girls, the organization needs us there. Boom, boom. I got to. That's in. Listen, guys, this is amazing. I'm excited. Let me stay focused. Don't get me excited. The Detroit, Michigan girls, right? They need us in Detroit. And so what we want to do when we get to Detroit, here's what we do. Just for those that don't know, we find us a city host, meaning we have to partner with someone in the community. The community have to say, we want it there. In Detroit, we found us a city host. Then the city host put a team together. What I do then from that point is I train them, and I am now coaching them in 2024 how to make sure that this event is successful. I have a point system. They go through our point system. They meet weekly in order to make sure that they're pulling, and they use the likeness and the image and the brand of who I am in order to make sure they got the best of the best in the building. We bring politicians in the building. They're giving us information. We bring in even the police, the all kinds of folks, right? Because sex trafficking is an issue. We having those conversations. District 17 from New York is in the building, right? Yeah, I remember District 17. Yeah, so we're coming back. That's New York. So let's go back. Detroit is next, right? We got Detroit. Indianapolis. We're doing Indianapolis right now. If anybody know anyone in Indianapolis, we have been trying to make sure we locate us a city host. Again, we're doing what we do our part in partnering together with you guys. So for sure. Oh, Dr. Kathy said, I know Detroit. You got 2 nonprofits. Let's listen. Definitely put it in it, because here's what we do when we get there. We get the city host, and then we go and we reach out to all the organizations. I do like the organizations better because I've been a part and been a small organization before, and there are some lack of funding that's happening in our communities. There's a lack of funding, especially for women, especially for Black women. Black owned and operated programming like myself, there is a lack of funding. We're saying the percentage is so low at the funding that's being given to this particular conversation and these particular girls. So we're in the health space and we're running with this thing, guys. So I put my globe here because I wanted y'all to know we're going to America, period. America's Big Sister is in America. Third city we're going to, guys, Indianapolis, don't forget that. I ran past that one. The next one is New Orleans. We'll be in New Orleans. Well, actually, Louisiana is on our list, but we have found that there are some small towns in Louisiana that also needs us to come and encourage and lift up some of these girls. Here's what you got to know too. We're teaching grief and having conversations even on grief there. Some people say, oh, why have a conversation on grief? Because our girls don't have the tools to deal with what's been happening in the world. They just don't. It's very unfortunate, but we don't. And I'm going to say we because I didn't have the tools. And grief doesn't only mean because someone passed away, but some of us are in spaces where we do not have our parents in the household with us. And we are losing when it comes to being able to have the ability to articulate it, to be able to express how we feel about it. And what we're doing is we're bundling it up and we become broken women in the end. We're bundling it up and we're allowing it to be bricks that stops us from our destiny. Listen, and we're not expressing. So this is what we're doing with our girls. Next one is South Carolina. We are going to South Carolina, guys. I'm excited about that one. I can't tell you who we have working in that space right now, but I can tell you it's going to be amazing. We got Phoenix. Phoenix is on our board. So with that one, we do have one of our faves is going to be in Phoenix. It's Candace Battle. She'll be in Phoenix. We'll be in Cleveland. That's back to back. Which again, somewhere that Candace is from. Candace says, I'm putting my cities on the list, y'all. Y'all gonna make sure that I'm not lost. We got OKC that we're going to. We're going to Nashville and we're going to Omaha, Nebraska. Here is some cities that we're going back to. We're looking to go back to. We're looking to go back to Houston. Yep, we're looking to go back to Houston, guys. So we are having conversations, and again, we are all going to university. So if you are a university or connect with universities, absolutely. Chicago, that's a no-brainer for us. Yes, I see you put Chicago ? Absolutely. We'll be in Chicago. Right now, we're looking at September of next year in Chicago, but we're trying to make this thing so big in Chicago. Actually, it's been one of our largest ones, but now we're trying to take it to such next levels. It's going to be crazy in Chicago. The conversations is already had. Actually going to do a walkthrough soon. So it's going to be crazy. We may go back to Mississippi for those that was asking. Yep. And we may go back to New York, right? So those are the cities that we're looking to go to for 2024, guys. So in order for us to do this for 2024, every one of our programs, every one of the conference can easily be over $35,000 to put on. But what we do is we work with our people in our city, our people in the city, our community. We do try to do in-kind donations to get the budget down, but we do try to make sure that at least we walk in with some type of foundational funding that makes sure that we can make sure the core things are taken care of. And this is why I'm on live today. Yes. I'm on live because I need your support. As I'm looking on here, do not see many of my comments inside of my Facebook, and probably because I'm not too do not know how to do it too well. I should say that because we're doing it through StreamYard. But for Chicago, for Facebook, again, I am looking for my sponsors to come on and say, yes, I'll be a part of it. I can be a help in that space. So we're sowing seeds, guys. This is what we're doing. I just want to make sure that you guys stay blessed. I want to make sure that you guys stay in a space of just being a part of the village. It is no longer a thing where we have to keep on saying, oh, that kid over there, look at what they're doing. And we're not doing our part in making a difference in their lives, right? So what have you learned in these few minutes I've been on is that America's Big Sister is focused on their now and on their next. On their now and on their next, right? And so on the next, you'll see that we do them in universities. We have conversations about careers. We'll have conversations about entrepreneurship. That is the next part, right? We want them to sow a seed in their next. Now, everybody's not going to go to college. I get it. But at least they're thinking about their next. And if they're on these college campuses, they can feel that this is a place that I do belong in, and I can be here. And we make sure that those college partner with us to give these girls information at what is it going to take and what it all entails for them to attend. So that's amazing that we're doing. So guys, giving you that this is good, that this is your next. I'm also helping them on their now. And we talked about that, right? That the enemy has a plan, but God has a better plan. And we know that the enemy is trying to disrupt the plan of God in their lives. And we see it every single day that we walk outside our doors. And instead of getting into a space where we are judging and we are pointing fingers, we have to love on them. We no more judging. Oh, look what they wearing. Look what they have. Look at that. Look at that. Listen to that music. No more judging, guys. Let's get into a space where we love them. We love them through it. We let them understand. We let them know we understand that you're growing. We understand that there are some things in your life that you're going through that ultimately may even have you to respond in this way. Listen, let's get a little more sensitive to our girls. I know there's some music out there that we don't even like that they're listening to. Listen, the people that are singing needs us. You hear, just because they're singing, they don't mean that they have been through the valley and they've been through the valley, or that they even have any mentors in their lives. Become a mentor. Inbox them, say, hey, I see you, I know you rocking, I love that you're rocking. However, let me mentor you and let me show you another way. Now, can you save everybody? That's not a thing. We're not here for that. But we are here to become sensitive and become a little more sensitive to what our girls are going through in this season. And if you my age, and I ain't telling my age, but if you're my age, it wasn't as, we had issues, we had things that came up in our life, but I'm gonna tell you now, it ain't nothing like today. We was not reminded daily or all day long that we didn't have something, or that we didn't look a certain way. We weren't reminded all day long about our economical status. We wasn't reminded all day long. We wasn't bullied all day long. We wasn't. Once we left school, we were back at our house, okay? And we had a breather. And we had time for somebody to pour back into us and speak something back to us in our household, for the lucky ones. And so, guys, here's what I do know is that when we get to these cities, we partner with different organizations. But here's the organizations we partner with. We partner with girl organizations. We partner with cheerleading teams. We partner with churches that have youth departments. We partner with everyone that has a young person in their space. I always tell people, why churches? Why a church? Because my neighborhood, I didn't have a community center. Wasn't nobody coming to pick me up to do anything. And my grammar school, shout out to Bessie Ross, I love Bessie Ross. We didn't have many. I mean, I heard it was an after school program, but wasn't nobody letting me go walk over there. I wasn't being able to walk because it wasn't close. But on my block, there was a church. And at that church, we sung, we danced, we learned how to be and get and go and be together. And we learned some great strategies. It worked for me. So yes, I do invite the churches to come and be a part of the conference. Now, I'm glad that you're still on. Some of you still on. I said I was only going to be here for 30 minutes. I do want to say this. We've had some amazing women that I want to shout out, and men that has been a part of the team. And I'm so happy. Candace did get on. Boom. Shout out to Candace, who's on the team. Shout out to let's do our funding team. It's Marty Campbell. Shout out to Marty for being a part of the funding team. Sequoia for Youngblood for being part of that funding team. Donise Bibbs for being a part of that funding team. Khalid McKinley for being part of our funding team. Yep, we got a team, and Talitha. So we have a team that's working on making sure that the funding is there for the girls. This is a new one that we built out. We did not have a team before, but we got a team this year. The next one is our conference care team. We have a conference care team, which is, again, you want your conference at your city. We have a care team that's going to help train you, walk you through it, and make sure that your conference is good. So we have Dr. Kimberly Johnson. Shout out Dr. Kimberly. We have Jacqueline. We have Ms. Rose. That's also a part of the conference care committee. Guys, I know I've said a lot. Got to shout out to one more department. And this is the department I didn't talk about, which is the aftercare. So we have aftercare classes, meaning once they go through these conferences, we got to keep conversations going. Yes, we do. And so we have this aftercare department now that's been built out, and we're looking to partner with even more. You're going to see some of these aftercare opportunities in Chicago more than any place, because we are partnering with some organizations in Chicago to let us be able to host them live, but we'll also make sure they're virtual. And that's Erica Sidney, who's a part of that the monthly programming that we have, as well as Ebony, who's a part of the weekly classes that we'll be having. So this is just our part. We are not necessarily trying to be everything for everybody, but we're just trying to do our part to make a difference in these girls' lives. My story is, I wish I had America's Big Sister Foundation. I wish I had America's Big Sister, but the program itself, what it represents, what it means, is to be able to empower these girls. I know you guys gonna be like, girl, next time you say you going on live, y'all may not get no one with me, but I know that I wanted to make sure that I kick it off. And in this kickoff, I've already got supporters. Facebook, if you're getting on, I was looking for me some Village Keepers. Yes, they need us. Dr. Kimberly's on. I see you. My cousin Don is on. Don, I need you, Don. I've already got 2 of my Village Keepers. So on this live, I needed Village Keepers. And the Village Keepers are this: people that would at least adopt, or should I say sponsor, 10 girls. Those are my Village Keepers. Here is my reality for those that is doing it. I didn't tell you this, but the first 20 will receive an amazing gift from me. The first 20 people that said, I'll be a part of the Village Keeper space. And the Village Keeper space basically said is that I would go to my village and I will have my village be a part of Giving Tuesday. And what I will do is get my village to donate and sponsor a girl for the conference. Basically, that's what it happens. And you'll get 10 sponsored. If you can get 10 girls sponsored, that is definitely Village Keeper material. So if you get 10 girls sponsored, you're Village Keeper material, and we're excited about it. So $65 to sponsor a girl. For those that are getting on, you can sponsor just one if you want, but I wanted to kind of get my eyes on my Village Keepers tonight. But you will see me more. We'll get a chance to talk about it more. For those that cannot give right now and you just want to pledge, I'm taking pledges. We're taking pledges because our goal is to get 2,000 girls sponsored and at least pledge by the end of Giving Tuesday. So for some of you guys, this is not the last that you will see of me. You probably see me in your email. You may see me in your text thread. But again, you may even see me in your DMs. But this is our approach at being clear to make sure that we at least give you guys all opportunities to sow, because we always hear people throughout the year saying, hey, where can I donate? Hey, what can I do to help? And throughout the year, we're not necessarily gleaning on a fundraiser. We're focused so much on programming. So this is what we set up, is that we prepare ourselves in this season. This is our 4th quarter, to make sure that we're good for 2024. So all the funds that is being given in this season is for our 2024 opportunity. So this season, we feel very confident. We'll be ending this year off with our own event. It is in Miami, Florida. We're going back to Miami. Yes, we're going back to Miami, and it's at Barry University. Guys, Barry University has partnered with us. Matter of fact, when I think about every city thus far, I got to tell you, in this year, Barry University showed out the most. I thought it was, you know how you'll go to some, I thought Norfolk NSU for sure was the number one. But when I tell you guys, Barry University just took the cake. I'm so excited in their partnership. So yes, people can sign up on a peer-to-peer fundraiser. Yeah, I love that. That's exactly the space. So for us, we have this partnership with Flip Cause. Flip Cause is an organization in a platform that we're able to do the fundraising from. So for those that did say no, I'll donate it or I'll get donations. I want to make sure that I partner you and make sure that we have a flip cause team set up for you. So if you say yes, I want to be a part of getting my village together. Listen, I'll make sure that I get it to you. And those that may just say I'll pledge it, just long as you know by November 30th that you got your 10. All right. And so, guys, I know it's coming, and you guys stayed on longer with me than I had expected. And listen, I'm saying I appreciate you. Do not forget to go on our website, www.americas with an S big sisters with an s.com, to see more of the things that we do offer and more of the fun that we're having. But this year, and I should say this particular moment that we're doing right now, is fundraising and getting in your ear about being one of your Giving Tuesday nonprofit people. That's it. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Make sure that you did not forget about us when you guys start seeing more people for the giving. We want to be one that you choose for Giving Tuesday. Thank you, Dr. Kathy. Listen, thank you. Love you too, man. Like, what you be doing is so. I think I be doing a lot. Dr. Kathy beats me great. I mean, geez, I know I do a lot. Dr. Kathy is amazing. So back to just again, everybody, I love you all. I thank you all for your support. I am trying to do my best to keep you guys knowing that it's not about me. And if I can end with this, it is not about me. It is not. I am looking in this camera. It's not about me. It's not. It's about the girls. And if you are a lady, I can say you were once a girl. And if you've ever been without resources, you understand this space. And all you wanted was for somebody to understand you. That's all we do, is create these safe spaces for these girls and give them some tools and partner with some amazing women to help them. I don't have all the answers, but some amazing women do. And to my men, I have men on my team, and they're amazing. Listen, you may have a daughter. Surely you got a mother, as well as the women in your family. And I always say at some point, there are some things that you wish you could tell them, or you wish they'd have known, or something. But it is, again, an opportunity for you to be able to help the village coming up. You may not be able to, for my women, you may not be, yes, there's some things you can fix, but as much as we can't go in the past, we can work on this future. It is our job to save us when no one came to save us. Yes. Come on, Dr. Kathy. Giving me some good old pointers in this time. So I'm 10 minutes over my time. Again, I keep wanting to say goodbye, but if you're going to watch this afterwards, here's what I'm asking, just to be clear with my asks. When I hang up, you'll see a flip cost, because you may say, you know what, let me give now. I do not want to miss the opportunity for you to give now. You'll see a flip cost in my inside of my top, I should say, what is it? Flip calls on Instagram. You'll see a link, right? And on Facebook, you'll see the link too. And you'll see it's Flip Calls America's Big Sister Foundation. Definitely, and you'll see where it says sponsor girl. Go ahead and sponsor girl. If whatever you want to give for Giving Tuesday, we're so happy. Please know. But we looking to do 2,000. So we may, whatever you give, we'll find someone else to give, and we'll put it together. We'll sponsor girl, but we're going to get 2,000 girls sponsored. I'm going to speak it out there. I'm going to put it in the atmosphere. I'm going to believe God for it, as I've been doing throughout this whole entire movement. I am 6 years in from an organization standpoint. And so, listen, I've always been able to get people to just say yes. And so I'll be in some of your inbox. Thank y'all for listening. Bye, guys. Let's see. We're going to end this one by one. Goodbye, Instagram. I appreciate y'all listening today. And we're going to now say goodbye to our Facebook. We got Facebook. We got YouTube is even on this one. Yes. Um, and so I want to say good night, guys.